Kids are like Legos. They come with a basic design concept and a box of parts. The pieces they choose or reject will determine throughout their life their emotional, physical, and mental well-being. As parents, we guide our children until they develop the skills and moral compass they need to make their own choices. As foster or adoptive parents, we have the added challenge of helping them accept why their birth parents are missing from or playing a non-parenting role in their lives. I adopted my grandson Chad, whose birth parents used drugs and alcohol. By age 4, he was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress and experienced horrendous nightmares, irrational fear, and out-of-control anger. By early high school, he was depressed, cutting, and threatened suicide. It took massive amounts of counseling, prayer, and love to help him morph into the well-adjusted college sophomore that he is today, who is on the dean's list with a part-time job and a love for dirt biking and skiing. I used and encourage others to try what I call surround sound parenting. Look for and request teachers, coaches, youth ministers, and even family friends who model integrity and command respect. We were blessed with adults who accepted Chad for the person he was and saw the person he could become. They gave him alternative places to go to talk while helping him develop analytical thinking and emotional control techniques. They gave him the added gift of learning how to play and how to trust again. I took advantage of Oregon Post-Adoption Resource Center parenting and life development classes, as well as those offered by church or other community resources. I read voraciously and learned from family counseling. Well-being is a family affair, yours and your children. One can't exist without the other. So nurture each other and never give up. The end will be better than the beginning. The past explains parts of us, but our choices and attitude mold our futures. Chad, my adopted, now 27-year-old grandson, fought PTSD, uncontrolled anger, and depression in elementary and high school, resulting from neglect and physical abuse as a toddler. I practiced what today is called trauma-informed parenting. Chad and I talked honestly and often, went to counseling, played, argued, and prayed. By college, he was emotionally stable and had little contact with either birth parent. During this time, he tried helping a younger half-sister. Unfortunately, his biological mother, my daughter, harassed him irrationally. Fed up, he told her to stay out of his life. His father, homeless and addicted to alcohol, committed suicide in 2019 in a police-connected shooting. Chad identified the body and testified before a grand jury so the involved officers wouldn't feel guilty, but would know his dad had contacted him 2 days earlier and given him his few remaining work tools. From ugly circumstances come continuing blessings. I'm proud of Chad. He married his high school sweetheart, and together they responsibly parent their 2 young daughters, showing love, setting boundaries, and nurturing dreams. At 73, I babysit once a week and nap afterwards. Others helped us. Now I advocate nationally to help grandfamilies passionately believing that the laws need to change to focus on what's best for children, especially when drugs or alcohol are involved, like with my daughter. Kids need stability. It bothers me that for every 1 child in foster care with relatives, 19 are in homes often receiving no benefits or support. I worry about them and their aging caregivers who often have their own health problems or are spending retirement funds to keep kiddos safe. Policies can be easily changed. For example, when Chad needed a counselor because he was cutting in high school after his mother relapsed, no one would give me the name of a counselor because even though at one time I was a foster mom, ultimately I adopted Chad privately, not through the state. I moderate an online support group for grand families, and I discovered that youth turning 18, unless adopted, lose insurance. There is so much to do for young people and relative caregivers whose lives are torn apart by life-changing circumstances or poor parental choices. I choose to help them.